Bizarre internet searches for the words death and neck breaking. Computer searches also show someone searched how to make chloroform months before Caylee Anthony disappeared. Plus, new information about a test of Casey's car that showed no evidence that there was a dead body inside. Local 6 has a team of reporters scouring through hundreds of pages of information. Jessica D'Onofrio joins us now with some of it.
Well, Jackie, this case just gets more bizarre every day. We're now seeing text messages between Casey and a former boyfriend, the one she was seeing when her daughter went missing. Now, in those text messages, she even calls herself a liar.
It's Wednesday, July 16th, just hours before Casey Anthony is arrested. She's texting her then-boyfriend, Tony Lazzaro, just before 7 a.m. He asks, "Where's Caylee?" She replies, "I honestly don't know." Lazzaro is angry with her for not telling him that her daughter had been missing for a month. Lazzaro texts, "Why wouldn't you tell me? Of all people, I was your boyfriend that cares about you and your daughter. Doesn't make sense to me. Why would you lie to me?" Casey responds, "I lied to everyone. What was I supposed to say? I trust my daughter with some psycho? How does that look?" Casey's referring to the babysitter who she claims kidnapped little Caylee. Later, Casey writes to Lazzaro, "I am the dumbest person and the worst mother. I honestly hate myself." In the 700 pages of discovery documents released by the state attorney's office today, Casey's infatuation with her former boyfriend becomes apparent. Like a high school kid, she writes Casey Lazzaro over and over on a sheet of paper confiscated from her car. They dated the entire month of June, and that was the month Caylee went missing. Lazzaro tells detectives that at one point he made it clear to Casey that when he wanted to have children, he wanted to have boys because he had 2 younger sisters and knew what was involved in raising girls. In past statements, Lazzaro also tells detectives that their relationship got serious very quickly, and by the end of the month, he began distancing himself from Casey.
Lazzaro has taken a polygraph test. Detectives do not believe he had anything to do with Caylee's disappearance and murder.
Has Lazzaro ever spoken to the media?
No, not at all, Jackie. He's really avoided the media. He's kept a low profile during this entire case.
All right, keeping mum for now at least. Jessica, thank you. Also new today, the judge denied the state attorney's request for a gag order in the case against Casey. Prosecutors asked for the gag order to silence Casey's attorney, Jose Baez, and keep the rest of the defense team from talking to the media about the case. They contended that a potential jury pool could be contaminated by misinformation. However, in the court ruling, Judge Stan Strickland said he was confident that, quote, even with the gag order, the publicity and media attention would continue. A dispute between Cindy Anthony and her family's former spokesman is boiling over. Larry Garrison is accusing Cindy of obstructing justice. And tonight, Tiffany Tiff shows us how Cindy is firing back.
After the Anthony family accused him of pocketing thousands of dollars and fired him, Larry Garrison, the family's former spokesperson, is doing some accusing of his own.
Allegations have surfaced that grandmother Cindy Anthony actually tried to trick the FBI.
I wasn't deceiving the sheriff's department on anything. It was just not thinking this.
In an email sent to Cindy Anthony last Friday, Larry Garrison accuses Cindy of lying to authorities. He writes, "I always wondered about you changing that hairbrush with Casey's hair to full authorities. Wasn't that obstruction of justice?" Cindy responds to Larry the next day in an email.
"I never switched anything out. I told them that it was Casey's. I never lied."
In the email, Cindy goes on to say, "I just never went to my bathroom to get the brush that I used only for Caylee."
He was accusing me of replacing a brush purposely. What I told him is I didn't replace a brush.
In fact, Cindy says she told authorities the brush was Casey's, not her granddaughter Caylee's.
I said, "This brush, I can't find anything in Caylee's room, but this brush I know Casey has used on herself, and I think she's used it on Caylee."
Cindy says she handed over the brush on July 21st, less than a week after she found out Caylee was missing.
There was no trying to hide evidence against Casey because there was no murder trial or no upcoming grand jury hearing at that time anyway.
So if it isn't true, why would Garrison accuse Cindy of switching brushes to hide DNA?
All this is a matter of Mr. Garrison, being upset because he got outed by my attorney.
In fact, in that email, Cindy wrote Garrison last Saturday, she says, "You said you did not take any money, but I got confirmation that you asked for $12,500 from ABC." In Orlando, I'm Tiffany Tift, Local 6.
Larry Garrison says prosecutors know about the emails sent between him and Cindy. He also says he never asked ABC for money and that the pictures and video were given to ABC before he got involved with the Anthony family. Again, we have a team of reporters and managers pouring through 700 pages of evidence released today. Included in the documents, new information about a fight between Casey and her mother Cindy on Father's Day, the day before Kaylee was last seen. Also, information about internet searches for neck breaking, shovel, and chloroform, as well as new information about when the computer searches were done. Our team coverage continues tonight at 5 o'clock.